Hello Virgo, welcome to your January 2019 general horoscope reading with me. I'm so excited to talk to you. It's the new year. Happy New Year. Happy 2019 Virgo. So I am beginning these psychic horoscope readings a little different, a little special this month, so I hope you like it. Here we go. What message do you have for Virgo? Early in the morning, the Raja, who had not slept all night, sent for Ram Singh and bade him go to the new hunting tower and ask the people there how it was getting on and when it was going to be finished, and to hurry back with the answer. Away went Ram Singh upon his errand, but on the road, as he was passing a little temple on the outskirts of the city, he heard someone inside reading aloud, and remembering the Guru's 5th counsel, he just stepped inside and sat down to listen for a minute. He did not mean to stay long, but became so deeply interested in the wisdom of the teacher that he sat and sat and sat while the sun rose higher and higher. I feel like that's where the message stops for you, Virgo. So, I'm getting the psychic message from that excerpt from this fairy tale, Virgo, that this month in January you might be really approached with some newfound wisdom from a teacher, from an instructor, from someone who you just really value. You value their wisdom, you value their knowledge. And you're really being encouraged to learn from them, to really tune in and listen whenever you feel called to here in January. There's a specific just calling to. Someone is really going to strike some interest with some new learning, some new knowledge that is coming to, that's being made available here in January. So definitely tune into that, Virgo, and take the steps to learning from them, or, forever how long, forever how short, because there's just something more that you're gaining from this. On a personal level, you're gaining something, but also even for your business. It's affecting your overall kind of role with your purpose, with your life. And so, it could be from a spiritual leader. The story here mentions a guru, but it could just simply be from a teacher. But I get, with that last part saying the sun just rose higher and higher, I'm getting that's really symbolic for your consciousness, Virgo, this month. Rising higher and higher, and you reaching a point of just total enlightenment and awe. Like, you really get in awe of what new knowledge you gain this month, and how it's so applicable, how it's so practically applicable to your life. And, intuitively, I'm just picking up that a lot of that is going to come to you around the 21st when we have that full moon in Leo. But let's get some more details. Find out what for sure and what the timeline is for you this month with all that, with the tarot. And we'll get some rune stones as well. Here we go. All right. Virgo. Virgo. And Virgo, do drop me a comment below. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. How does that fairy tale excerpt resonate with you? Are you already feeling that energy? All that jazz. All right, 2 more shuffles. All right, let's end with 1. So. Okay, I feel like taking 1 off from the top. Here we go. Alright, Virgo, and we have the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Alright, let's turn these bad boys around, Virgo. In the first week you have the Star. Second week you have the Hermit. That's your card. Wow, 3rd week you have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 4th week you have the 4 of Pentacles. Little theme with the 4s going on here. Okay, Virgo, let's get some clarity with the runes. Wow, okay. Woohoo! The Star card is coming up for quite a few signs, I should note to Virgo. We have Uranus moving direct on January 6th. This is a Uranian card. So that's having quite the impact on you this month. You know, looking at this right off the top here, Virgo, I'm getting the message here. Something really revolutionizing about your life here in January. You're taking the steps to really revolutionize just the overall grand scheme of your life. It's like you're like, okay, 2019 is here. I'm in my earthy energy because the sun is in Capricorn for most of the month, and so bam, I'm going to get to producing. I'm going to get to revolutionizing. So let's talk further details, shall we? Alright, Virgo, so with the Star popping up here, Nide is clarifying with the Star. So this is where I'm getting really that revolutionizing energy. Nide is really informing the Star here to, you're really being encouraged to kind of break something down. There's something that you're being encouraged to dispose of so you can call in and bring in something that is so much more fulfilling. So in the first week, there's something that you're getting rid of, that you're disposing of, whether it's a relationship, whether it has to do with your work, with the way you've been working. But you're like, okay, it's time for this to go so I can make space for creating this other thing. So, you know, this is really, you're really revolutionizing your time. I'm getting that with the Hermit also looking, the way I have it in the spread here, we have the Hermit looking at the Star. And so the Hermit is really striking me as kind of that timekeeper. And you have Daig, the rune Daig in this reading as well, which is also about keeping time and doing things all in good time. So revolutionizing your schedule. even, Virgo. Opening up your schedule for new and just more fulfilling things here. It's really actually exciting. I love that. So, you know, taking some of those first steps in the first week of January, especially with that new moon that's happening in Capricorn on the 5th of January. Watch out for the new manifestations that start to pop up then and after the 5th. But you're definitely being asked, you know, with the star energy and Nide here, to definitely let go of that one thing or person even that is weighing you down, that does not seem to be working. There's not even a good practical sort of, there's not even much practical use with that thing or that person anymore. Honestly, you know, that's kind of what's coming up here. And so you're definitely, with creating and making space for new with the star here that is really fulfilling for you, you are definitely being asked to make space by letting something else or someone else go here. And, you know, for some of you, you know, it's kind of a spiritual and deep Virgo, but you're really, some of you might feel the need to kind of let go of an old dream. You know, an old dream that you had for yourself that at the time was really inspiring and was good for you, was right for you. But now, things have changed with your character, with your life, Virgo, and so now your path is different and there's a new dream. A new dream to bring in, to make happen. And that's what you're being invited to do, especially in that first week. You know, the second week here with the Hermit and Sigil, to me, this is speaking of, woo, you are being invited, you are in your element. You are in your element really here, Virgo, of making practical steps. You're definitely encouraged and are being empowered here in the second week to take those practical steps. And those practical steps are going to lead you to success. Sigil is a rune all about success and victory, but it all does boil down to your willpower. You have to, you know, build that energy up within yourself. Get yourself excited. And with your card showing up here in the second week, I feel like it will be pretty easy flowing for you in that second week, Virgo. So be encouraged, be empowered. You know, you are a force to be reckoned with this month in January. Seriously, you know, there is some serious success and build for you here this month. And so, you know, the thing with the Hermit here too is you're going to be able to really sort of nitpick what is and isn't working, and be able to nitpick and take something apart and put it back together, take it apart, put it back together, and see it working in a much more efficient way. Much more efficient. You know, I'm getting here with this and Sigil that efficiency is a big word coming through for you. Efficiency showing up for you in the second week. But yeah, don't be afraid to break it down, put it back together. Very spiritual the first 2 weeks of January too. You're just getting a lot of that. Woo, you know, I love it. So next you have the Ten of Pentacles here, and then Dag showing up in the third week. I love this. Oh my goodness. Oh, watch. Oh, I get. Some of you might be also dealing with, I have to say, an Aquarius or even a Leo. I believe this card showed up, and so you might think about watching their reading too. But in the third week, These are investments in time being paid off here in the third week. This is what the Ten of Pentacles is saying. Finances are looking much more abundant here in the third week. There's some good financial results showing up for you in the third week of January. So good. And I'm getting here, whether you're an investor or you've put your money into a specific project, maybe even like a book, perhaps you've written a book, Virgo, and that's something that can just, continue giving you money. It's a continuous source of income. Something like that. There's a continuous source of income and financial gain and stability that is showing up for you and declaring itself to you in the third week. It's beautiful. Awesome. And also, I'm getting that this is a good time in the third week too to set up, especially for the senior generation, which means, like 60 plus years old is what I would say, is setting up some long-term investments. Setting up some long-term investments look really powerful for you in the third week. What is it that you're wanting to leave behind? And, even for you younger Virgos watching, Ten of Pentacles is about the legacy you want to leave behind. So, what the material legacy that you're wanting to leave behind, your services. This is all about leaving behind a very impactful service and influence on others, leaving, inspiring, not even just leaving, but continuing on in some form of way, some sort of works of service here that are just ringing, throughout the years and the future to come. Something just really long term that is showing to be consistent, and like I said, it could be just a project or group that you're starting, or it's just something within your family, Ten of Pentacles here, within your family, that just keeps on rolling. Maybe you're investing in land, property, something like that here, Virgo, that is really showing up to just be a long-term payoff. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And in the last week, you had the Four of Pentacles with Othel. So, okay. I'm getting here with the Four of Pentacles that you are being guided to be really focused with outside resources. The resources and investments that are at your disposal that are outside of your immediate environment. Yeah, pay attention to those, whether that's investments in other countries for some of you, in a foreign business, that kind of stuff is coming up here. And, you're really being asked, I'm getting, with that, him holding the pentacle over his heart, to really focus in on that one investment that really is calling to you. And you know what it is, Virgo. You know what it is right here. There's resources, or a resource that is really setting you up for the future. Look at this together. Setting you up for the future that you are being asked to hone in on. So you're honing in on something, especially in that fourth week, that is just still that carrying on that theme of the long term. And it's definitely revolving around resources and money, career even. And it could be really helpful for some of you Virgos in that 4th week where you're learning from someone, like we talked about at the beginning, you know, from that wise person who's coming in, really learning how to better handle your finances, which is really the saving grace here, or that, you know, big sort of payoff. It's not even necessarily that you're just making a whole lot more money, but you're really learning how to conserve your finances in a much more efficient way. I'm getting that here too, or just your resources in general. Learning how to divvy up or share just better, more efficiently. Awesome. You know, that's going to be really helpful for you to know. And like I said, in the 4th week especially, it's going to be hitting you where you can just really soak it up like a sponge. So, you know, do so. You know, do so. Learn and soak it up like a sponge, Virgo. I like what's showing up here. Now, with the 4 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, I'm just getting this underlining message here, Virgo, that there's just like this feeling of maybe conserving your emotional energy a little bit this month, because you are so focused on some of this other stuff here that we just talked about. You know, conserving more of your emotional nature. Someone might be really wanting some of your time and your energy, and you're just having to conserve it a little bit. But definitely don't completely shut the other person or partner out. But we'll get more details on your relationship and love life in the Love Challenge videos. Those will be up and out soon, Virgo. So I'm doing those monthly now. You're getting oracle guidance and your monthly love challenge, all focused on your intimate partnership and relationships. So definitely, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date, be notified when that comes out. And Virgo, I do want to let you know I'm doing a very limited amount of personal readings in 2019. But if you do want to get in contact with me and work with me one-on-one, information is below in the descriptions box, and so is my Facebook and Instagram, so connect with me there, okay? I'd love to see you over there. I'm always posting, you know, tips and other fun stuff, and so yeah, definitely look me up there. But this looks amazing. You're a powerhouse here this month, Virgo, so live it up. I will see you shortly in the next reading. Ta-ta for now.